Let's face it, at some point in your business life, you're going to need a sales page, whether it's for your course, your product, your service, whatever. There's two ways of getting a sales page if you're a solo business owner. You can throw out thousands of dollars and have somebody else do it for you, which is fine. That's a great way of doing it. The other way is that you can do it yourself. And most solo business owners tend to do it themselves. Not because they're afraid of spending money on a copywriter or something like that, but more about the fact that when it's your business, when you're a solo business owner, you like to have a hand in everything you do, and that includes sales pages. So you like to have a hand in your marketing. You want it to reflect your voice. And a good way of doing that is by doing it yourself. The downside, obviously, is it takes a bit of a while to do this. Even if you don't go the whole hog and, buy copywriting courses, templates, sit down, analyze all this kind of stuff, even if you don't do all that, it's still going to take you a while. Now, just because it takes you a while doesn't mean there's not something we can do to make it easier. And I just had this thought because I'm at the moment going to start creating a sales page for my brand new offer. And I thought, maybe I should film it. Maybe I should film me doing every single step of the journey. Not the entire video like a 24-hour time lapse or something like that. But if I break the videos up into sections like, here's the bit where I talk about here's what you get. Here's the bit where I talk about the pain points. Here's the bit where I tackle the headline. And so I open the video by saying, this is what I'm thinking. I pause the video, go off and do my thinking, write it down, start the video again, and then talk you through what I exactly did. So even though there's never going to be like a paint by numbers or follow this step by step, because all offers, all audiences, and all manner of lists are different. But at least this way, you'll be able to see what's going through my head when I'm creating a sales page for my offer. So this isn't BS. It's not a fake product I'm creating. It's something I'm about to offer to my email list. So let's talk about that for a second. So this is where the first thing to bear in mind comes in. Now, we'll talk more about this as the videos get into this. So I don't want to kind of throw a whole bunch of theory at you, but it's important you know exactly what this offer is and who it's going to, because that's going to be the foundation of the sales page. So let's talk about the offer first. The offer first is going to be 10 weeks of group coaching where I critique your stuff. So there's no training. It's not like templates or anything like that. This is going to be for business owners who are creating their marketing, social media posts, landing page, lead magnets. They want advice on offers, copywriting, sales pages. It's kind of like live critiques every single week. So they're getting my feedback on their words. Here's how to make it better. I'm not doing it for them, but I am showing them exactly what they need to do. So that's what this is. So for 10 weeks, we'll get group coaching calls. There'll be a Facebook group so they can ask questions so they don't have to wait, and we can get some interaction going and stuff like that. But this is going to be a hands-on, give me your stuff and I'll show you how to make it better. That's what it's going to be, 10 weeks. The price for this is going to be 150 quid. And like I said, there's going to be a Facebook group. So in terms of what you actually get, there's not a massive amount of bonuses or any extras or anything like that. It's just a very simple, are you writing copy? Do you want my help? This is for you. So that's the offer. And like I say, we'll get into that more as we go on. This is just going to be the bare bones of it. The second thing to think about is who this is going to. So I'm only going to offer this to people on my email list. This is the warmest of the warm traffic. In fact, no, it could be warmer if I was only offering it to buyers, but I'll be offering it to people who've bought from me before and people on my email list. That's important to bear in mind when you're creating a sales page. This sales page I'm about to create will look very different if I was running Facebook ads to it, to people who didn't know me. I would have a whole lot more to prove. But this one is just going to my email list. So it's only going to people who've been in my world for a while. They've been on my email list. They know what I do. They know a little bit about me. That will vary depending on how long they've been on it. But they've invested in me a little bit, even if it's just to give me their email address. The way I talk to these people will be very different to how I talk to people who've never met me before. So that's important to bear in mind. Like I say, we'll get into that more as I create the sales page. I'll tell you exactly what's going through my head as we do that. So that's the offer. 10 weeks of weekly group coaching calls where I critique your copy live. And the idea is that even though there's no training, when I tell you why I'm doing stuff, that will go in your head. So next time you create something similar, you'll remember, oh yeah, he told me to do this, so I'm doing that. So it kind of snowballs as it goes along. But it's a very simple offer. 10 weeks, 150 quid, group coaching, I'll critique your stuff, that kind of thing. And it's going to people on my email list. So with that in mind, let's have a look at how the sales page stands at the moment. And this is a real live sales page. It exists as it is at the moment. I've not sent any emails out to my list apart from this, directing you to this video. But let's have a look at how it looks at the moment, which is this. So look at that. This is the bare bones of a sales page. This is what I needed to get up. And as you can see, the website is insertgaghere.com/COC, which is a very bad, that's not the kind of acronym you want to be going with, but it's going to be memorable. Insertgaghere.com/COC. You can see this live as it develops along. But as you can see, what we've got here is something stupidly simple. So it's limited to 15 spots. I've got a kind of name I'm kind of happy with, Copywriter on Call. Ordinarily, I wouldn't advise using the name of the program as the headline unless it actually speaks to a benefit of what they're going to get. And Copywriter on Call isn't a direct benefit, but it has the kind of feel for something that I think maybe they like this. Maybe they like the idea of having a copywriter on call, because that's exactly what this is going to be. So you can see 15 spots, copywriter on call, and I've just listed exactly what it is. 10 weekly group calls. I've not fleshed these out at all. I just wanted to show you how it stands at the moment. Full access to all the replays, Facebook group, 150 quid, we start. Want to join us? Hells yes. So that will work. That's how it is at the moment. If you click this link, it'll take you through and you can actually buy this if you wanted to. But yeah, this is just the first video I wanted to shoot, really. This is the page as it stands. It's very bare bones. I will flesh each bit of this out. And the important thing to remember is that this is going out to my email list. So I'm going to be conscious of this. So this isn't going to be a kind of template you can follow if you're running ads to cold traffic. It's not going to be that, and you'll see why as we go along. But even if you don't have an email list at the moment, following along with these videos will help you realize what needs to be in the sales page for each audience. Because that's the most important thing to ask yourself. Who am I sending this to? What's the offer? What do they need to hear to click the buy button? Because as you can see, some people who've been on my list ages and maybe have bought my coffee critique from me, and maybe they sent my email writing course and they're totally bought in on me. Some people might just see this. Copywriter on call. Oh yeah, 10 weekly calls, 150 quid. Yeah, I'm in on that. I've got loads of stuff I want critiquing. Let's get in. Some people would see that and that would be a perfect sales page for them. They don't need to hear anything else. But I will be adding stuff to this as we go along. So this is just the first video. Just want to make it nice and short, just to show you exactly what I'm going to be doing for this. And I don't know how many videos it will be, but each one will be on a different section. It won't be too long. It'll just be a kind of introduction. Here's what I want to get across. Pause the video while I do my writing, then come back and go, here's what I did, and here's why I did it. So it won't be an exact template you can follow, but hopefully, let's come back. But hopefully it'll be something that will be useful to you if you have to write a sales page for your business without having to spend thousands on a copywriter or struggle drowning in copywriting courses, templates and systems and stuff like that. Just give you an insight into what goes through my mind when I'm writing a sales page. So I hope that's useful. If you've got any questions, fire them at me, let me know, but I'll see you in the next one.